What's up guys, Shawnee Dogs here, and over the past few years I've noticed a common trend in Call of Duty games. People tend to cry the instant the meta starts to be broken up, when there's those three guns that everybody favors and they buff one that starts to compete with them. They're just not having any of it. The community is just not very good at responding to that sort of stuff. Their first instinct is to say it is too overpowered. They want it taken out of the game. Usually the gun isn't even overpowered. People are just overreacting because it is now a competitive weapon to use. But I will say that this VPR that was buffed for a little bit less than 2 weeks before finally receiving a nerf a few days ago, that weapon was actually overpowered just because it could kill very quickly at close range, which is what it's supposed to do. It's really good at that, maybe even on the same level as the ERAD. But then at medium and long range, it really didn't drop off as much as it should for a submachine gun. Like the ERAD, it has no chance against that weapon at medium and long range, only really in the short range. So I like what they did with the nerf. They kind of kept it competitive at that short to medium range, but it now is no longer that insane laser that it was before at long range. They definitely did a good job with that, but if you're now looking for that overpowered weapon that you've been longing for, first off, all you got to do is use any of the light machine guns because you have more ammo capacity than anything in the game and still some of the fastest times to kill, especially for the raw. That thing is just absolutely ridiculous. But I'm not one for light machine guns. The Volk is an extremely underrated weapon, but I'm sure the main reason you don't see many or any people at all really complaining about it is because it's kind of hard to use. You have to have really good accuracy, but if you do, this gun absolutely shreds. The main upside to it is that 3-shot kill. No other assault rifle can do that. I mean, besides the R3K, but that gun's highly inconsistent. The Volk can consistently deliver 3-shot kills. The only problem is being accurate and delivering those 3 shots as quickly as possible. For someone like me, a main part of my playstyle, it's just straight up gun skill. So this gun is perfect. You basically just want to keep everyone more than like 10 feet away from you, but you don't want to engage in anything too long range because it doesn't have the best stability and you'll just absolutely be shredding. You might miss like 1 or 2 shots, but it will kill very quickly because of that 3-shot kill. Now it does struggle a bit at close range because of that slow fire rate, but if you can keep everyone at a minimum distance of that kill that you just saw there in the building, you are pretty much good to go. You should be on your way to a massive kill streak because this thing is just a feed machine. It has pretty much the same ammo capacity, 2 bullets less than most of the other assault rifles, but it kills in 1 shot less, which does play into it a lot. And I found myself getting a lot of multi-kills with this weapon, and it was really easy, a lot easier than like my K-Bar or the NV4. In this particular gameplay, I'm using the Volk Greed. That is a rare variant, but there's also a common variant that does the same thing. They both have the stability perk, which reduces recoil. That's pretty much the only thing you would ever need on a Volk besides increasing the fire rate, which you can't do. So essentially, if you stay more than 10 feet away from the enemy, you're golden. This thing is just amazing in a straight up head-to-head battle. This thing will kill faster than a K-Bar if you are out of the K-Bar's 4-shot kill range, which isn't very far. The main reason you don't see a lot of pros using this is because the pros make good use of the advanced movement system, and having a slow fire rate really doesn't help. You're going to be shooting people jumping 20 feet in the air, and you're probably going to miss 1 or 2 shots, and missing 1 or 2 shots with this weapon is a lot worse than missing it with the K-Bar because that thing has a much faster fire rate. So while it's probably not a very good gun to use in a competitive situation, if you're just playing public matches, 90% of the population is not going to be jumping around at high speeds, and you'll be able to hit pretty much all of your shots if you have decent accuracy. That's what makes this weapon so good outside of 10 feet and a little bit less than that really long range that the NV4 excels at. So if you're not a fan of spreading cancer in the Call of Duty community by using light machine guns like the Raw, this is your next best option. It will only deliver a small, manageable dose of cancer to the community, as it only has a 28-round magazine, and because it is an energy weapon, you can't actually use extended mags on it. So if you want to know the class setup that I'm running, I'm just using a pretty basic class setup that I would use on any other normal gun. I'm using quick draw, foregrip, and fusion mag. Obviously that fusion mag, it's basically acting as an extended mag, but it's not exactly the same thing. and I'm running Ghost, Hardline, and Dead Silence, which is my usual perk setup, along with the Shawnee Dog's Bubble Shield and Elo Sight. I would definitely try to stay away from the silencer on this weapon because the main upside to it, like I said before, is that 3-shot kill. If you put a silencer on it, it's going to greatly reduce that 3-shot kill range, and that's the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish here. The way that I use it, it's essentially as overpowered as the VPR pre-nerf, but you do miss out on that very short range and the very long range. You're just going to be a mid-range master with this class, which is exactly what I like, because that's what most of your gunfights are going to be in Call of Duty with the way the maps are laid out. But anyways, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to show you can make a lot of different weapons overpowered. It just really depends on how you use them. So if you did find this video helpful, please be sure to drop a like, comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new for some more great videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I almost forgot, I have another gameplay after this, an absolute beast of a game. I won another 50+ kills, less than 10 deaths, dropped a bunch of streaks on Retaliation. So stick around if you want to see some awesome gameplay, and be on the lookout for a stream late night tonight, the same day this video is uploaded.